Chapter 1. Inheritance. Ella Mortimer, a passionate historian with an insatiable curiosity for the past, found herself standing on the threshold of her destiny. The news of her inheritance had arrived like a whisper from a long-forgotten era, beckoning her to a century-old mansion nestled within the heart of an ancient town. As the wrought iron gates creaked open, Ella's eyes widened at the sight of the imposing mansion, its Victorian architecture bearing witness to years of stories untold. The air seemed to hum with an enigmatic energy, as if the very walls whispered secrets only the old estate knew. Ella ascended the grand staircase, the aged floorboards groaning beneath her weight. Portraits of somber-faced ancestors lined the walls, their eyes following her every step. The mansion's atmosphere was undeniably eerie, a blend of faded grandeur and the weight of untold history. The heart of the mansion revealed itself in a room adorned with antique furniture and a collection of relics from bygone eras. In the center stood a vintage mirror, its ornate frame bearing the scars of time. Local legends spoke of its mysterious powers, claiming it could reveal the hidden secrets of those who dared gaze into its depths. Rumors echoed through the town like haunting melodies, tales of spectral figures glimpsed in the mirror's reflection, of apparitions that danced in the moonlit chambers. Whispers suggested that the mirror held a portal to a realm beyond, where time folded like an ancient manuscript waiting to be unraveled. As Ella stood before the mirror, she felt a shiver run down her spine, an unspoken invitation from the depths of the looking glass. The legacy of the Mortimer Estati beckoned, and Ella knew that within the secrets of the mansion and the mysteries of the mirror, her destiny awaited. The journey into the past had just begun, and the mirror held the key to unraveling the enigma that bound her to the ancestral echoes of a bygone era. Chapter 2. Curiosity Awakens. The antique-filled room within the Mortimer mansion seemed to pulse with an otherworldly energy, urging Ella to unlock the mysteries veiled within the vintage mirror. As daylight waned, the room transformed into a haven of shadows and echoes, each antique holding a story untold. Ella's fingers traced the intricate carvings of the vintage mirror's frame, her mind consumed by the allure of the supernatural tales that clung to it like cobwebs. The soft glow of candlelight flickered, casting dancing shadows across the room and onto the reflective surface. With each passing moment, Ella's fascination grew. The mirror beckoned her, its surface seemingly alive with a subtle vibration that resonated with the pulse of the mansion itself. Guided by her historian's intuition and an insatiable curiosity, Ella delved into the town's archives, unearthing dusty volumes that hinted at a connection between the mirror and the unsettling history of the town. The tales spoke of peculiar occurrences and inexplicable events that surrounded the mirror's legacy. Whispers of previous owners disappearing into its depths, only to reappear with haunted eyes and cryptic tales, sent shivers down Ella's spine. Local lore suggested that the mirror held a gateway to a realm where time played a capricious tune. As Ella ventured deeper into her investigation, the town revealed itself as a character in its own right. Narrow cobblestone streets echoed with the whispers of the past, and the townsfolk exchanged wary glances whenever the mirror was mentioned. Unsettling histories of vanished families and spectral sightings added layers to the mysterious tapestry that Ella found herself entwined in. The antique-filled room became a sanctuary of secrets, each creak of the floorboards and rustle of ancient curtains adding to the mystique. Ella's research notes filled with sketches of symbols and cryptic inscriptions as she sought to unlock the mirror's secrets with the fervor of a composer crafting a symphony. The stage was set, and Ella, the unwitting protagonist, felt the first notes of the supernatural melody beginning to play. The vintage mirror stood as a portal to the unknown, and with each passing day, curiosity unfurled its wings, ready to soar into uncharted territories of the spectral and the arcane. Chapter 3. The Midnight Experiment. As the moon hung high in the velvety sky, casting an ethereal glow upon the Mortimer mansion, Ella felt the magnetic pull of the mirror intensify. The time had come for her to embark on a journey into the unknown, to unravel the enigma that lay hidden within the vintage-looking glass. The antique-filled room took on an eerie ambiance as Ella prepared for her midnight experiment. The flickering candlelight cast elongated shadows across the walls, creating a dance of darkness that seemed to mirror her own anticipation. Dust particles shimmered in the air, caught in the play of light and shadow. With a steady breath, Ella positioned herself in front of the vintage mirror, her reflection merging with the ghostly figures that danced within the confines of its frame. The room held its breath, the silence broken only by the rhythmic ticking of an old grandfather clock, counting down the seconds to midnight. A single candle, its flame flickering as if whispering secrets to the cool night air, was placed before the mirror. Ella's eyes locked onto her reflection, a portal to the mysterious realm that awaited her on the other side. As the clock struck midnight, the room seemed to hold its breath in unison with Ella. The mirror's surface rippled, distorting the reflection like a pond disturbed by a single drop. Ella felt a subtle vibration in the air, a resonance that tugged at the very fabric of reality. In the dance between light and shadow, Ella glimpsed a fleeting vision within the mirror, a glimpse into a spectral ballroom where figures twirled in a timeless waltz. The ghostly music, a haunting melody that echoed through the ages, wrapped around her like a phantom embrace. Ella's heart quickened, caught between the tangible and the ethereal. The vintage mirror, a gateway to the unknown, had responded to the midnight experiment, revealing a tapestry of spectral notes that resonated in harmony with the secrets of the mansion and the town itself. As the final chimes of midnight echoed, Ella stood at the precipice of an otherworldly symphony, ready to conduct the next movement in the composition that unfolded before her. The antique-filled room became a stage, and the vintage mirror, a conductor of supernatural melodies, invited her to join the spectral dance that awaited within its mysterious depths. Chapter 4. The Haunting Reflection. As the vintage mirror's surface rippled with an otherworldly resonance, Ella found herself on the precipice of an extraordinary revelation. The room, once bathed in the soft glow of candlelight, began to morph before her eyes. Shadows danced upon the walls, and the air shimmered with an unseen energy, heralding the arrival of the supernatural. With each ripple in the mirror, the antique-filled room vanished, replaced by a spectral ballroom from a bygone era. Crystal chandeliers hung from the ceiling, casting prismatic patterns across the ghostly figures that twirled in a mesmerizing dance. Ella's breath caught in her throat as the haunting melody enveloped her, the notes echoing through the ethereal space. Ella's own reflection, now part of the spectral ballet, moved in synchrony with the ghostly figures. The vintage mirror became a gateway to a timeless realm where the living and the spectral coexisted in a haunting waltz. Ella's eyes met those of her mirrored self, the connection transcending the boundaries of time and reality. The room's transformation intensified, the walls adorned with ivy and faded wallpaper now dripping with an otherworldly glow. The grand ballroom embraced Ella with a chilling warmth, and the figures, trapped in an eternal dance, gestured for her to join their spectral revelry. Ella hesitated for a moment, captivated by the beauty and melancholy of the haunting reflection. With a tentative step, she entered the spectral ballroom, her senses overwhelmed by the phantom scent of roses and the distant echo of laughter that lingered in the air. The ghostly figures, their faces frozen in expressions of joy and sorrow, welcomed Ella into their ephemeral world. The vintage mirror had become a portal to a timeless dance, where the living and the spectral swirled together in a haunting symphony of emotions. As Ella twirled with her mirrored companions, the room embraced her like a phantom lover, revealing secrets woven into the fabric of the spectral tapestry. The haunting reflection became a poignant reminder that within the mansion's walls and the vintage mirror's depths, the echoes of the past and the present were eternally intertwined. And so, in the spectral ballroom of the Mortimer mansion, Ella danced on the edge of reality, caught in a symphony of time and emotion, that resonated with the mysteries of the mirror and the spectral echoes of a long-forgotten era. Chapter 5. The Eerie Connection. In the ethereal ballroom, Ella moved in seamless harmony with the ghostly figures, her every step echoing through the haunting melody that enveloped the spectral space. The vintage mirror had become a conduit for an eerie connection between the living and the phantoms of another era. As Ella twirled and glided through the timeless dance, an otherworldly presence wrapped around her like a phantom cloak. The air crackled with energy, and whispers of forgotten secrets, long confined to the spectral echoes, began to fill the ballroom. Ella felt an invisible thread weaving through the tapestry of time, drawing her deeper into the mysterious connection. The spectral guests, their eyes hollow and expressions frozen in eternal emotion, turned their gaze towards Ella. Each figure seemed to carry untold stories and silent pleas, their ethereal voices murmuring in the wind that rustled the ivy-covered walls. With every pirouette, Ella's connection to the spectral realm deepened. The vintage mirror, now a portal pulsating with energy, revealed glimpses of the past, of love lost, betrayals endured, and secrets buried in the shadows of the Mortimer mansion. Ella's reflection in the vintage mirror flickered, intertwining with the images of the spectral guests. Whispers became tangible words, echoing the pain and joy of long-forgotten lives. The connection transcended the boundaries of time, allowing Ella to glimpse the emotions etched on the faces of the ghostly figures. The air thickened with the weight of untold stories, and the haunting melody intensified, reaching a crescendo that resonated with the heartbeat of the mansion itself. Ella, now at the center of the spectral dance, felt the weight of the past and present converging in an eerie communion. As the vintage mirror's surface pulsed with spectral energy, Ella became a conduit for the forgotten secrets, a vessel through which the phantoms could share their tales. The ballroom echoed with voices from a bygone era, and Ella found herself entangled in the threads of an intricate tapestry woven with the echoes of sorrow, joy, and longing.
In the heart of the Mortimer mansion's spectral embrace, Ella's connection to the vintage mirror's haunting reflection became an exploration of the intertwined destinies that transcended time itself. The eerie dance continued, an unfolding symphony of the living and the spectral, connected through the whispers of forgotten secrets that permeated the air like a ghostly breath.
Chapter 6. Desperate Escape. As the haunting melody reached its zenith, the air within the spectral ballroom grew colder, sending a shiver down Ella's spine. The vintage mirror, once a conduit to forgotten secrets, now seemed to pulsate with an ominous energy. Ella felt the temperature drop, the very essence of the room freezing in response to an unseen force. In the midst of the eerie dance, Ella's gaze locked onto the vintage mirror. An unnatural chill settled around her, and a cold hand, pale and spectral, reached out from the mirror's depths towards her. Panic surged through her veins like an electric shock as the ghostly appendage extended, its touch promising an entwining of fates. In desperation, Ella stumbled backward, her heart racing in tandem with the accelerating rhythm of the spectral melody. The vintage mirror, once an inviting portal, now transformed into a malevolent force, its dark energy reaching into the living realm with a hunger that belied its previous allure. The single candle, its flame flickering precariously, became a beacon in the encroaching darkness. In her frantic retreat, Ella's trembling hand struck the candlestick, sending it tumbling to the floor. The room plunged into an impenetrable darkness, the haunting echoes of the spectral ballroom silenced in an instant. Blind and disoriented, Ella fumbled in the blackness, her breath catching in her throat as the cold hand continued its spectral pursuit. The vintage mirror's once alluring song now echoed as a haunting dirge, a melody of impending doom that reverberated through the walls of the mansion. With a desperate gasp, Ella managed to locate the door, stumbling into the corridor beyond. The cold hand, denied its prey, retreated into the vintage mirror, leaving only the residual chill that lingered in the air like a phantom memory. Ella slammed the door shut, her breaths ragged and panicked. The antique-filled room, once a haven of secrets and spectral beauty, now harbored an unsettling malevolence. As she stood in the corridor, the vintage mirror's ominous glow seeped through the cracks beneath the door, a lingering reminder of the perilous dance she had narrowly escaped. The mansion, now shrouded in an uneasy silence, seemed to exhale as if exhaling the lingering energy of the supernatural encounter. Ella, her heart still racing, clutched the handle of the door, unsure of the depths of the mysteries that awaited her within the Mortimer estate and the vintage mirror that had become both conduit and captor in her quest for understanding. Chapter 7. The Morning. After the first rays of dawn painted the Mortimer mansion in hues of muted gold, casting a serene glow upon the ivy-clad walls, Ella awoke with a start, her eyes fluttering open to the diffused light that filtered through the heavy curtains. As the events of the night flooded her consciousness, a lingering sense of dread settled in the pit of her stomach. Uncertainty gripped Ella as she glanced around the room. The antique-filled space, now bathed in the soft morning light, seemed to hold its secrets close. She wondered if the spectral ballroom and the haunting reflection within the vintage mirror had been a vivid dream, a phantasmagoric creation of her own imagination. With hesitant steps, Ella approached the vintage mirror, the centerpiece of the room that had become a portal to the unknown. The ornate frame held a reflection unchanged by the night's spectral dance. But as her gaze shifted downward, she discovered a single crack marred the glass. The crack, like a spider's web, extended from the center of the mirror, weaving its intricate pattern across the once pristine surface. Ella's fingers traced the fracture, the cold touch of the glass sending a shiver down her spine. The vintage mirror, once an alluring gateway, now bore the physical evidence of the otherworldly encounter. As she studied her reflection in the fractured glass, Ella questioned the nature of her experience. Had the spectral ballroom been a product of her imagination, or had she truly danced on the precipice of the supernatural? The mansion, standing stoic in the morning light, divulged no secrets, leaving Ella in a state of haunting ambiguity. The air within the room retained a subtly chill, a lingering echo of the spectral encounter. Ella wrestled with the memory, unsure whether the vintage mirror had truly transported her into a realm of phantoms or if it was a manifestation of a sleep-addled mind. With a heavy sigh, Ella turned away from the vintage mirror, leaving the room in the silent embrace of its untold stories. The mansion, with its ivy-clad walls and ancient corridors, stood as a sentinel to the mysteries that permeated its very foundations. As Ella descended the grand staircase, the mansion's walls seemed to hold the secrets of the night, echoing with the spectral whispers of the past. The vintage mirror remained a silent witness, its cracked glass preserving the enigma of the haunted reflection. The morning light bathed the Mortimer mansion in an ethereal glow, but Ella's soul remained shrouded in uncertainty. The vintage mirror, with its single crack, stood as a portal to a realm where reality and the supernatural intersected, leaving Ella to navigate the blurred boundaries between dreams and haunting truths. Chapter 8. Secrets Unveiled. In the wake of the spectral encounter, Ella found herself ensnared in the tendrils of an enigma that refused to release its grip. The antique-filled room, now bathed in the unforgiving light of day, held the residue of the supernatural ballet she had danced the night before. As she traced her fingers over the fractured glass of the vintage mirror, a weight settled upon her shoulders. The weight of untold secrets that strained against the fabric of reality. The mansion's corridors whispered with echoes of the spectral ballroom, the ivy-covered walls bearing witness to the mysterious dance between the living and the phantoms of another era. Ella grappled with the aftermath, her thoughts a tempest of uncertainty and haunting wonder. The vintage mirror, its cracked surface now a visible scar, served as a constant reminder of the otherworldly secrets that lurked within the Mortimer estate. Haunted by the memory of the spectral dance, Ella faced a crossroads. The decision weighed heavily upon her, the choice to either unravel the mysteries that lay hidden within the vintage mirror, or to keep the secrets locked away, guarded by the mansion's ivy-clad walls. As she stood in the quiet grandeur of the mansion, Ella felt the weight of her ancestors' gazes upon her. The portraits lining the walls seemed to whisper tales of generations past, their stories entwined with the supernatural tapestry that now extended to her. The Mortimer estate, a living repository of secrets, beckoned her to either become its chronicler or to succumb to the burden of the unknown. After much contemplation, Ella made a choice to guard the mansion's secrets as her own. The vintage mirror, with its fractured glass and spectral allure, would remain a silent witness to the mysteries of the past. The town, unaware of the supernatural ballet that had unfolded within the Mortimer mansion, continued its daily life, oblivious to the otherworldly undercurrents that pulsed beneath the surface. Ella, now the keeper of spectral secrets, felt the weight lift from her shoulders as she embraced the decision. The antique-filled room became a sanctuary, a haven where the echoes of the spectral dance could be silenced, and the ivy-clad walls, though privy to untold tales, maintained their stoic composure. As the days turned into weeks and the mansion's secrets remained hidden from prying eyes, Ella grappled with the duality of her experience. The vintage mirror, though cracked and silent, held the key to a realm where the living and the spectral converged, leaving Ella to navigate the delicate balance between the mysteries that unfolded within the Mortimer estate and the world outside its ivy-clad walls. Chapter 9. The Silent Witness. In the hushed corridors of the Mortimer mansion, the vintage mirror stood as a silent witness to the ethereal ballet that had unfolded within its frame. The once pristine glass, now adorned with a delicate network of cracks, held the memory of the otherworldly ballroom, an indelible mark etched upon its surface. Ella, as the keeper of the mansion's secrets, found herself drawn to the antique-filled room where the vintage mirror presided. The fractured glass reflected not only her own visage, but also the lingering echoes of the spectral dance. As she gazed into the mirror's depths, a realization settled upon her. The mirror had become a portal, a testament to the thin veil between the living and the spectral. The grand ballroom, frozen in time within the vintage mirror, seemed to flicker with the shadows of the past. The ghostly figures, forever suspended in their dance, whispered tales of love and loss that resonated in the silence of the room. The crack in the mirror became a symbol, a delicate fracture in the fabric of reality that allowed glimpses into the supernatural realm. Ella, with a heart heavy with the weight of the otherworldly revelations, reflected on the delicate balance that existed within the Mortimer mansion. The antique-filled room, with its ivy-clad walls and ornate furnishings, became a sanctuary for the spectral secrets that lingered in the air. The vintage mirror, its fractured reflection serving as a silent witness, guarded the mysteries that transcended the boundaries of time. The mansion's corridors echoed with a spectral lullaby, a melody that wove through the very foundation of the Mortimer estate. Ella, though haunted by the memories of the spectral encounter, embraced the role of guardian, the keeper of the mansion's spectral symphony. As she stood before the vintage mirror, Ella acknowledged the dual nature of her reality. The mansion, with its secrets concealed behind ivy and aged stone, held the delicate balance between the living and the spectral. The vintage mirror, now a fractured but resolute guardian, bore witness to the silent dance that continued to unfold within its reflective embrace. With each passing day, Ella found solace in the knowledge that the Mortimer mansion, with its ivy-clad walls and spectral ballroom, would remain an enigma hidden from the prying eyes of the world. The vintage mirror, its cracked surface reflecting the beauty and sorrow of a timeless dance, stood as a silent witness to the delicate interplay between the living and the spectral, a testament to the mysteries that awaited behind the grand facade of the Mortimer estate.